backwards tutorial today on po-eun pattern. Again, as always, got to tell you in the video, the way I teach things, the way I teach some moves in these patterns may be slightly different than the way some of the other taekwondo people practice po-eun pattern around the planet. But I'll give you our version of po-eun pattern, and I hope you're able to follow along well with this pattern. Starts in open, heaven hands position. First move, the left foot steps out into a back L stance, double guarding block. Now from here, I'm going to bend both knees, and I'll notice my right hand is going to turn out like the left hand is out as I bend down. Then I'm going to come up, and this is going to come up like two punches as the other leg comes up into bending B, or bending stance. This part of the leg perpendicular with the ground as I chamber this side kick. Okay, so from here, I'm going to not move my hands, load the side kick up and make a low side kick, and then knife hand strike with the right hand in a horse stance. I believe some people will call that side kick a checking side kick, like someone's trying to kick at me and I'm basically kind of kicking their leg down. So however you want to look at that. So from ready stance, that first move again, back L stance, double guarding block. Then the right hand turns out as I bend down. I'll come up with the punches, and then right low side kick, right knife hand strike in a horse stance. All right. Now from that horse stance, we're going to go into a left hooking punch. So I'm going to bring my left hand right out in front, exactly where I'm going to make this left hooking punch. Notice I put the left hooking punch right in front of my right shoulder. All right. So from here, this next move, some people practice these as two blocking techniques. I practice one as an inner forearm block and the other one as a punch, as we go into those next two moves. So off of that right knife hand strike, my right hand points and I make the left hooking punch. From there, the left hand that's high comes out away from my body, and this will give this arm a chance to load up to make the punch, and the other arm, obviously from out here, a chance to do the inner forearm block. From there, I just come back over to this side and make the block and the punch again. From there, I'll chamber my twin inner forearm block like this. I see this chambered a lot here. What's your details on this? You make a very powerful block from right here, but the chamber just looks better. These are more symmetrical. All right, then I'll drop and make the twin inner forearm block. From there, I'm going to lock my right arm out, and my left hand is just out beside that right arm. I'm going to chase that hand back, and at the very end, I'm going to tap that hand or cap that. Then I'm going to punch with the right, with the left hand, just at a 90-degree angle out in front of me. That's going to put this hand just around the elbow. All right. From there, I'll make the left arm reach out all the way first, chase it, cap at the end, and from there, we just punch from right here. All right. Twin punch to the side like this. So just come straight out. Notice I keep this punch in the center of my body. Not too high with this. Bring this down just under shoulder level. This kind of tightens things up a little bit. I can relax a little bit more and throw that more powerfully from there. All right. So from there, we're going to step over. The back hand is going to be the open hand as I go into this finger belly. And essentially what's happening here is I'm just making an inverted low block with this right hand, and my left hand is pulling in and making that cap right there on that forearm. So from that twin punch, I come up and down. The right hand is directly in front of my body. I have seen a lot of people step behind on that move and pick the front foot up. I teach the step over version of that. So however you step one way or step the other, step powerfully, make a great stance however you step. All right, so from that knife hand strike again, reach and hook punch. The left hand comes out, right hand is down low, block and punch, twin inner forearm block. Elbow, punch, elbow, both punches over to the side. And I go into this low block, essentially. I believe some of the books may call that a finger belly. I forget the exact term there. Okay, so from there, we're going to step out into a back L stance with a pole block. So back L stance, right side is out front. The left thumb is pointed straight to the front. The right thumb is pointed backwards. Notice they're on top of each other. From here, the left foot comes to the right foot. And this is done slowly. And I don't pull these away too far. It's my understanding these are not backwards elbows. These are sideways elbows. So I keep about 1 fist length between the two fists. All right, so from there, I chamber. My left foot steps in as I make a horse stance and make the back fist go beside and behind me and the low block out in front. From there, right foot steps over the left foot, and the right hand comes down and makes the hammer fist like this. believe I've seen this taught like this before. One of my instructors some years ago had me do this. He just thought it looked better to cap that like that instead of those fingers out. However you do it powerfully. All right? All right, so I step over and I make that hammer fist. From there, I reach up, I step out into a horse stance and make the ridge hand with my left hand, knife hand with the right hand. Okay, there's your opening 16 moves. If you just turn and do 16 moves on the other side, you've got po-eun pattern, you've got the other side down. From here, I'll just review it anyway. Right side steps out and steps out with a double guarding block. I drop down as my left hand turns palm out like the other one so I can come up with these punches. From there, I make the left low side kick, knife hand strike. From there, I reach and I do the hook punch. The right hand comes out, left hand comes out, both on the right side of the body. Block and punch, twin inner forearm block, left elbow punch, right elbow. I step over, the right hand is going to open as I do the finger belly, back L stance, pole block, right foot steps out to the left foot with the slow twin elbows. I'll chamber, step back into horse stance, back fist in front with the right hand, back fist, low block in front with the right hand, back fist with the left hand. I'm going to step over and make the hammer fist. Left hand's going to be the open hand. Then I step out into a horse stance with the ridge hand with the right hand, knife hand with the right hand. Left leg returns back to ready stance. 36 moves in this pattern. Okay? I'll go just a little bit faster so maybe you can see some of the way I do the timing on this pattern. Po-eun pattern, probably about a level 2 power level there, level 2 energy on that. A lot of things probably wrong with that, but that's what I've got today. I have a po-eun pattern for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the instructional part of this recording today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those comments. I love the constructive comments. The other ones, whatever. Anyway, hey, practice hard. Love your taekwondo, man.